it's me and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a mental health update. I haven't talked about my mental health since since I made my eating disorder story video and my recovery story video. A lot has happened since I made those videos, so I wanted to give a update. And I look gross, but you know, we're just gonna roll with it. But it's not made. Hair's in a messy bun. I don't really know what I'm wearing. We're just gonna roll with it. So, so first I'll start with last summer. Last summer, I was admitted into a mental hospital in an inpatient unit for the first time and the only time that I was in there, hopefully the last. It was a extremely traumatic experience for me. Getting there, not the actual hospital part. So what happened was, sorry guys, this isn't scripted either, so that's why I'm like thinking, processing, so getting distracted by my cat licking her paws, so. Anyways, so what happened was, if you guys saw those two videos, my eating disorder story and my recovery story, you would know that I was in a very happy relationship with a girl, and we were together at this point for 2 years. And it was my birthday, and she had some friends over, and let's just say, decided to do something really crappy to me, and I wasn't in a good place of mind before that even happened. I was having a really hard time coping, and I was really struggling, and so when that hit me, I was like done. Like I was just done. And so I was okay that night. I was just really hurt and shocked, and I ended up breaking up with her that night, which was something that I never thought was going to happen. I honestly did think that we were going to be together forever. I really loved her and she really loved me, but unfortunately I just couldn't take anymore. And it's not even really why I broke up with her. That would be like a whole nother video, but I'm never gonna make that because it's something personal for me and for her, and I don't want to put her business all over the internet as well when I don't have her permission, and I'm not gonna ask her. So something else happened between me and her family. I'll just say that. And so that added on to it. So yeah, so we're just gonna move past that. And that weekend, it was like a day or two after that happened, and I texted my friend. It was really, really late at night, and I told him I was suicidal and I wanted to tie a belt around my neck and strangle myself to death. And he knew what has happened, and he knew my mental health, and he just knew how I was, and with us breaking up, he was really, really concerned for my safety. And this isn't the first time I told him I was suicidal and talked to him before, so this just kind of tells you like how serious the situation was for him to get so worried that he actually ended up calling 911, and a police showed up at our door, and my parents were infuriated and so confused. They had no idea what was happening. They were sleeping. They just heard banging on the door, and I came downstairs and I was so scared, and he came to the door and came in and talked with me and ended up taking me to the hospital. But before that, they had to handcuff me. How humiliating and how just traumatic that is, and how much of I felt like a crazy person and a criminal for feeling the way I did. And you're not a crazy person for feeling that way. You're not. It's, you know, you're just having a hard time. And well, it was like it was the law that whoever gets in the cop car had to be handcuffed. But since I wasn't like, I didn't commit a crime, he handcuffed me in front of me and not behind me. And I sat in there for, I want to say an hour, maybe a little longer, because I really wanted to go to the hospital that I go to for therapy and that has helped me, but they had to take me somewhere else, so that's just the department that they were in. And so they were on the phone with their like person that's in charge of them, and they wouldn't let me go to the place I wanted to, so we drove down there. It was super awkward, and I remember the seats just being so uncomfortable. And my mom drove behind us. And so we got to the hospital and they admitted me and this was the emergency room, and they contacted me. They admitted me and contacted the mental hospital that I wanted to go to, and that took our insurance as well. Because the hospital that I was at, they didn't even have a mental hospital. They had one for like adults, but not like adolescents. So it was really stupid taking me to that hospital, but you know, whatever. So they contacted the hospital that I wanted to go to, and we were waiting on a room, and I had to stay there overnight, and I was extremely now this is where the traumatic part happens. Is first of all, the nurses there hated me, okay? And I knew it was because I was in there because I was suicidal. I knew it because these people are there for physical reasons, not really, you know, not mental reasons. They're, you know, they know about mental stuff, but they're not really like, I don't know what the right word is, but like, yeah, they didn't go to school to study mental health. They went to school to study physical stuff on your body. And they were not very nice to me. They kind of had like an attitude toward me, and no one checked up on me. I was just kind of like left there, and they were just kind of just waiting for me to leave. And I was scared, extremely scared, and I was extremely worried. My mom left for the night because she had to get up for work the next morning, so she had to leave. So I was there by myself. I wasn't allowed my phone or anything. I had to take all my piercings out, and you know, I have a good bit of piercings. And I wasn't even allowed to have any bobby pins or anything. Like, it sucked. Like, I just, like it was, well, I was getting ready for bed, so like my hair was a mess, and I had to wear like these over, like, these, well, like, I can't think of the word. I can't think today. These like giant scrubs, and it was just, it was horrible. And all I wanted, I remember, was my comfort object, which is my American Girl, which I actually have right here, with my baby blanket and my American Girl doll. All I wanted was her, and to help soothe me and calm me down, and I wasn't allowed that, so that just made it worse for me. And now we're gonna get into another part that I've never talked about on my channel, but we're just, you know, this is real. This is what happens. You know, I'm not the only one that has what I'm about to tell you, so I'm just going to tell you. I was diagnosed with IBS, and we were just starting to get me on medications and get it sorted out, you know, what works, what doesn't work. And I ended up having to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't go there, so I was in excruciating pain. And yeah, because the nurse, like, they had, and even, like, not even because I was suicidal, like, they did this with every patient. A nurse had to follow you to the bathroom and wait outside the door until you were done, which was extremely embarrassing, because everyone knows if you're standing in the bathroom too long, you know what you're doing. So it was just really embarrassing, and I sat there in pain, like excruciating pain, and I was bawling. I was just going crazy from being in that room.